Hello, Kubrick Lover 1972 here. Of course, you know me as Brian. Anyways, I was asked by a person named Rick Gleaves, who I'm in two Facebook groups with. He was wondering, in this particular Facebook group I'm in, whether what memories do you recall seeing summer blockbuster movies? And I'm sort of doing this off the cuff. I haven't thought about it too much. I mean, I can think of, I think like the first film that comes to mind is Jaws. But the sort of irony to that is, see, I was born in 1972, like my name, Kubrick Lover 1972. That's how I got the name, you know, my favorite director being Kubrick. But so, you know, being born in 1972, I do remember the Jaws television ads. But I must have been, I don't know, 2 or 3. And I think you can remember a few things at that age, you know, maybe, I don't know. But I think I could remember just a few things. I mean, I'm digressing here for a second, but I remember when I was a little kid, I don't know why I got out of bed, but I went downstairs and I turned the TV on, and there was a Kiss concert playing on the television. And my father saw me, you know, down there in the porch watching the TV, and he turned the TV off on me. I don't know if it doesn't mean anything. But yeah, I think I saw the television ad for Jaws, and I was scared to death of it because I was like 2 or 3 when I saw that. But anyways, as far as going to a theater goes, probably the first, I might have seen, I think my mother said I saw movies before I saw Star Wars A New Hope in 77, but I just can't recall. But I do recall going to seeing, the first movie I recall seeing in a theater, or at least one of the first or whatever, is Star Wars A New Hope, which was released in 1977. And I just asked my Amazon Alexa what date did Star Wars A New Hope be released, what time of the year was it released, which was May of 77, I found out. And I thought it was sort of around that time period. But I was a kid back in those days. I would have been 4 years old, I believe, because my birthday's in September. So it was May, so I think it must have been 4. But yeah, that's the first one I remember. After we went to see the film, I think my brother was like 3 at the time. Oh no, he couldn't have been 3, because I think he came with us. He's 3 years and 3 days younger than me, so if I was 4, 3, 2, I don't know. He was born in 75. Maybe he was 2 when he saw it. I don't know. But then I think I recall, maybe I'm sort of digressing in certain ways on this topic, but I don't know if I'm totally digressing, because you know, with summer blockbusters come other memories of that time growing up, or when you've finally grown up, and you know, there's activities that merge that you remember that go along with your cinema experiences. So in the case of Star Wars A New Hope, I think my family went to a peanut brittle factory and we ate some peanut brittle, if I'm not mistaken. But my memory's kind of hazy on that because, you know, I'm 48 now, and that was when I was like 4 years old. So the next one I probably could remember, let's see, that's 77. I do remember Return of the Jedi being released in the summer, but I can't remember when Empire Strikes Back came out. I'm a total blank on that. Alexa, what time of the year did Empire Strikes Back come out?
June 20th, 1980.
Okay, June 20th, 1980. Um, so, yeah, I guess that's another summer blockbuster memory I have. So those three Star Wars films. Um, my parents and my brother, we all went to see the first two Star Wars films, but my father didn't see the third one. And my mother did see it, but she saw it after the, well, Return of the Jedi I saw when we were on summer vacation, because at the time we were living in Ohio, and we hadn't moved to Connecticut, but we moved. We were visiting Connecticut at the time because my relatives lived here, and so we saw Return of the Jedi here. And then when we returned back to Cleveland, Ohio, my mother hadn't seen it, so my mother went with me and my brother to see it. So that's another memory. E.T. is another memory. E.T. The first time we went, the tickets were sold out. So we went to another movie that I really wanted to see, which was Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. But it was just like another film called, well, you know what it's called, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Raiders of the Lost Ark wasn't, when you buy the box sets of, or not even a box set of Indiana Jones movies, but just the Raiders of the Lost Ark film, if you buy it today, it'll say Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. But if you bought the original VHS tapes, if you watch the actual movie itself, it just says Raiders of the Lost Ark. So that's the initial title for it. And that's the case, I think, with Star Wars. I think the first time it premiered in the theaters, it didn't say A New Hope. It just said Star Wars, and then it had the crawl of paragraphs. It didn't have the New Hope. That was added in later. Same thing with Star Trek too. When you saw it in the theater, you saw, I think the words came from left and right to join together in the middle. And it didn't say Star Trek 2, it just said Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan, but then they added number 2. Maybe, I don't know when they added the number 2. Maybe it was in the particular case when Star Trek 3 was thought of being made, because in the special features of Star Trek 2, I think what happened was, well, I don't think, Leonard Nimoy didn't, I think, want to play Spock anymore at the time, so he wanted to die in the film. And I'm sorry for spoilers, but I think a lot of people know what happens to Spock in Star Trek 2. But anyways, like, he still wouldn't, like, the interest in Spock wouldn't die off, so they had to regenerate, kick back in the series with another Star Trek movie. So Star Trek 2 is another one. Raiders of the Lost Ark I didn't see in the theater, but me and my father and brother went to the theater to see it. But when we got there, the tickets were sold out. So that's another memory. And of course, there's other memories as time has gone on, But I can't remember in what time frames they were. Like Rain Man and The Last Emperor. I really love the movie The Last Emperor by Bernardo Bertolucci. I had this Criterion of it with 4 DVDs and this thick booklet, and I love that movie, but I don't know when that was released because it won the Academy Awards. I think it swept a lot of awards that year. But I can't remember if it came out in the summer. Jurassic Park is another one. I remember seeing that in the theaters and people being scared of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. The scene where he comes towards the what do you call it? The Jeep, and how he turns it over and his eyes pressed up against the window and all that stuff. So that was pretty interesting. I think Schindler's List was, well, let me ask Alexa. Alexa, when was Schindler's List released?
The book Schindler's List was published about 39 years ago on October 18, 1982. The film adaptation was released on February 4, 1994.
Okay, I was totally wrong in that. I thought it was the summer, so little humor there. But yeah, so I guess Schindler's List wasn't released in the summer like I thought it was. Why would I think that? It's two Steven Spielberg films conflicting with one another. That's probably not a good idea. Alexa, when was Minority Report released?
The film Minority Report was released about 19 years ago on June 21, 2002.
Okay, so maybe that's the summer blockbuster one. When I'm done recording this video, I'll listen in on what the Alexa said, and then I can see if it can be heard on the video. But anyways, I'm digressing. So so that Alexa, when did The Last Emperor come out?
The film The Last Emperor was released about 33 years ago on April 15, 1988.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah. But summer blockbusters, yes, I remember The Dark Knight being released. That was a good one. I didn't see Batman Begins in the theater. I don't know if that was released in the theater. Alexa, when was Batman Begins released?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Wikipedia.org, on November 4, 2020, Begin was released by the Bears.
Alexa, when was Batman Begins released?
The film Batman Begins was released about 16 years ago on June 15, 2005.
Okay, so Batman Begins, I guess, was a summer blockbuster too. And of course, The Dark Knight probably amped it up even more. So I remember seeing The Dark Knight, I think on an IMAX screen, so that's another thing. So, but I guess, have I covered the topic enough? I will say that there's also like maybe another topic could be close to the Oscar season, the end of the year movies, because some of them are kind of blockbuster-ish, or maybe some of them are more highbrow or more drama-like, and not big explosions and everything, but more intimate and more complex and not very simple plots or whatever. But I guess I covered the topic enough. But and also, as I'm wrapping this video up, and I think I'll put in some pictures because I think I'll add it, make it, put a little spice and flavor the video up a bit. But so, anyways, this video was initiated by Rick Gleaves. I know, I know just one person so far, I think, that I can remember. I don't know. I could be wrong. There could be others, but another YouTuber, Julie, wait a minute, apostrophe? Yeah, dash, let's talk about movies, Cassidy, or is it Julie dash, let's talk about movies, apostrophe, Cassidy. So anyway, she has done a video on this very topic. Yes, and in case you're watching, Julie, Bob from the Film Appreciation Group, he's wondering if, what was the topic? Oh, cinematography. What is the first film you noticed the cinematography in a movie? The colors and the look and all that of the film. So I'm digressing. Enough is enough. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I can get this video up fairly soon. I got a few other videos. I got tagged by a friend of mine for a few videos. And I'm also I did one shout out before this video, but I'm thinking of doing a bunch of shout out videos. Maybe I'll release everything at the same time. I'm not sure. So sorry, Rick, if I'm getting this released a little bit too late. I don't know if it's too late. I mean, it's only early June, but all right. I'm gonna stop talking. Okay, you got things to do, and I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, bye for now. See you later.